Hey guys, thanks for joining me for WLBT First Alert Weather Plus on this Thursday. It is a first alert weather day for the potential of some wintry mix. Now, I do want to point out here this system that we've been tracking, we've been watching that has the potential to bring us that mix has already started to move in. Areas along the Mississippi River, you've been seeing some on and off showers, even some heavy downpours. But note, and this is over the last 2 hours from our First Alert satellite and radar, as this system pushes into our area, anything that you see there just turns to rain. And we do expect to see that kind of be the case as we head into the rest of the evening. Here's what it may shape up to look like through the evening. Commute an increase in rain chances, likely just some light to moderate showers. But late tonight, that's where we really see some heavy rain potential. You did see a little bit of mixed precipitation kind of skirt off into our northeastern zones. If you live in Leake, Attala, Holmes counties, maybe even into parts of Scott County, you have a slightly better chance to see some of that wintry mix. However, it is not likely that it will accumulate. So that means your travel impacts are really going to be just from rain. They're not going to be from ice for us here in central and southwest Mississippi. Now, areas along and to the south of I-20, you don't even have a chance of seeing that mixed or wintry precipitation, which in my opinion is great news. It's still going to be really cold. It's still going to be very unpleasant, but we're not going to have to deal with that wintry mix mess. North Mississippi will have to deal with that. If you have friends along the Highway 82 corridor, they're likely to see some ice accumulate. And then if you're going into North Mississippi, you'll be running into some snow. But here's what it looks like for us here at home. This will continue through the morning commute on Friday. Friday is also a first alert weather day. While we won't again see those impacts from that wintry mix or wintry precipitation, this heavy rain is going to pick up and move right along the I-55 corridor, the I-20 corridor, as you're heading out for those morning commutes on Friday. This is going to continue, and we have good agreement from just about every model that at least through the morning commute, the heavy rain will persist. So that is certainly going to slow you down. You're going to need to be bundled up. You're going to need to take your time. This model has us still seeing some spotty showers heading into the remainder of Friday. Other models have us drying up as we head into the later part of the day. There is a chance for some wraparound moisture or just leftover moisture in the air. And there is also a chance, because it's going to be really cold and it's going to get even colder Friday night, that you see some light flurries heading into Friday night and Saturday morning. But again, accumulations are just really not expected for us here at home. Here's where you are expected to see accumulations. This model does show 1/10 of an inch, Belzona, Lexington, Kosciuszko. That's not going to be enough to really do anything as far as snow is concerned. I did check on forecasts for ice, and that was at minimal to zero at best. So all good news for us in central and southwest Mississippi. If you're headed north, though, remember, that's where they're going to see accumulations, maybe of some ice, certainly of snow. 4 inches expected in the Oxford area. As you go further to the north, near Tunica, near Memphis, somewhere between 4 and 6 inches of snow. If you're going to the north and the west, Little Rock, Hot Springs, they're going to potentially see up to 6 to 8 inches of snow. This model has 10 inches over in Hot Springs. So the good news is we're not expecting to see that. I've got a question here. Becky Dawson says, what is the weather for Macomb? You do not have to worry about that wintry mix in areas like Macomb. You are going to see some rain. It is going to be cold. It is going to be windy in Macomb and for most of us in central Mississippi, but it's just going to be cold, rainy, and windy. You don't have to worry about ice. You don't have to worry about winter weather if you live south of I-20, especially. Okay, so that is the good news for us. I think a lot of people were on edge. There was a lot of stuff floating around, and we were still trying to pinpoint our first alert forecast. It never really looked like anything was going to accumulate south of I-20. There was a chance along and north of 20. There's still a chance you see some mixed precipitation north of 20 again from Lexington over to Kosciuszko down to Carthage. You could see it happen at the onset of the event, but once that clears, it's not going to be an issue. Here's what our temperatures are looking like right now, and this is good news for us. This really means that we have good, I will tell Megan that you said hello. We have a good chance to see just rain, because temperatures are into the mid and upper 40s. This is what we were hoping to see today, and it's what we've got. 46 in Lexington, 44 in Jackson and McGee, 41 in Macomb, and 46 in Monticello right now. So warm-ish conditions, certainly warm enough that we don't have to worry about that winter weather. And through the overnight tonight, most, if not all of us, will stay above freezing. That's why we're not really expecting that wintry mix. Areas along and south of I-20 should stay in the mid to even upper 30s. You'll still be in the mid to upper 30s for most of the day tomorrow. So remember, I said it's going to be cold and rainy. It's just not expected to be that wintry mix. And then here's your first alert that as we head into the end of the weekend and next week, we have some changes. Dry weather, slightly warmer weather. It's really going to feel cozy, though, compared to where we've been all week this week. We're going to see temperatures by Sunday in the mid, maybe even upper 50s for some of you. Some sunshine in place. Heading into next week, upper 40s and low 50s. I know some of you wanted snow. If you really want it that bad, you can just go up 55 and go to North Mississippi, and you can see some of it. But again, we're not expecting to see it here at home. I'll go through the hour-by-hour look one more time for those of you that are maybe just joining us. But again, this is just going to show you rain, heavy at times, but mostly just rain. So we're into your Thursday afternoon right now, 2:37, and there's a little bit of rain already ongoing. Coverage is going to continue to expand heading into your evening commute. Still not looking at a lot of heavy downpours, but there may be a few. And then the really, really heavy stuff comes just around the midnight hours. It will continue heading into your Friday morning commute. You see the pink stuff that shows up here. There's a chance you see some of that in Holmes, Attala, Leake County, maybe Scott County, maybe even northern parts of Madison County, where it could kind of dip down into our area. But again, it's not expected to stick. So heavy rain. This will still be impactful to your morning commute on Friday. It is still a first alert weather day. It's going to be uncomfortable weather all night tonight, all day tomorrow. So still first alert weather days, but we are not going to have to deal with that wintry mix mess here in central Mississippi. Do make sure you're bundled up. Do make sure you have the rain gear ready. We've got more freezing mornings on the way. Saturday morning, Sunday morning, heading into next week. Still going to be cold through Saturday. And then we do have your first alert to some warmer weather heading into next week. I know some of you keep saying we want snow, no rain. I'm sorry, but I'm with Sharon on this one. Thank goodness we don't need to close anything down. I think that is what we can really focus on here. Even if you were excited about the snow, we're not going to get it this go around. We still have a few months of winter left, so maybe we get it the next time. But we'll continue to keep you updated in this first alert forecast. Oh, I know. Maybe you could just call out if you don't want to go to work tomorrow. Gwendolyn says she doesn't want to go to work tomorrow. I guess it's bad news if you really don't want to go. But there's not going to be any reason for schools to close tonight or tomorrow, rather. There's not going to be any reason for you not to go to work. Maybe you can call out if you have the PTO, take a nice lazy day. I would certainly love to do it. Cold, rainy weather, right up my alley. So I can't admit I'm probably too excited to share this with you. But we'll bring you the rest of our first alert forecast. I'll be on at 4. Dave will be on at 5 and 6. I'll be on Fox 40 at 5:30 this evening. Dave will be back on WLBT at 10. And on Fox 40 at 9. So join us there for more updated looks at your first alert forecast. Have the rain gear nearby. A few of you are already seeing some light showers. You might see a few flurries here and there, but we're not expecting significant winter impacts from this event. So stay safe and stay warm, and we'll bring you some more of that first alert forecast here in just a little bit.